Really excited to be with you. Becky Launder, CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Seller. I am live every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, to share a money-making tip to help you grow your direct sales biz faster. So really glad you're here. We should be live in all the places. If you're hanging out with us over on Facebook, I am on the business page, but I am going to go ahead and share this into our groups. We have our Modern Direct Seller Tribe, your spot to grow your direct sales biz, totally free group. Feel free to pop in there. Lots of good content dropping into that group each and every day. And then we also have our Modern Direct Seller Academy. That is our paid membership group, the best of the best direct sellers out there. If you're not in the Academy, come hang out with us. The timing is literally perfect because we have our systems reboot training. It's a 5-day training. It starts next week, 1 week from today. Oh my gosh, it's going to be here before we know it. And we're covering all the things. We're talking Canva, we're talking Project Broadcast, we're talking SynthShare, ChatGPT, Oh My High, all the systems that you need to set yourself up for success and kind of what order to implement them in or where to invest your money in different systems that are going to support you no matter what stage of business you're in. So I'm really excited for that. That is happening next week. So as you're joining in, Robin knows the drill. Good morning, Robin. San Antonio, Pampered Chef in the house. Let me know who else is here. I will look for your comments popping in. And I'm really excited for today's topic because today we're talking about how to sell without being salesy. See what I did there? How to sell without being salesy. And I feel like this is probably one of those biggest fears or biggest things that hold you back from doing more in your business is there is a fear of being salesy or icky or spammy or pushy. Anyone resonate with that? I know oftentimes when I'm talking to people, we know the work that we need to do. We know that we need to get out there and connect with people. But the idea of doing that feels really intimidating because we're too worried about what other people are going to think on the receiving end. So I'm going to share some ideas with you today on how you can still sell in the DMs, how you can still message people directly, and you can hit those big sales goals and big numbers that you have for your business, but doing so in a genuine, authentic way, in a way that is going to make you feel really good. And the person on the other side of that message is going to feel really good when they receive a message from you. So excited to share. I think I have 5 different strategies that I'm going to share with you today. So yay, olive tree people in the house. Hey, Tina, Virginia, good to see you. Glad you are here. And I'm also on LinkedIn and YouTube right now too, but I can only watch so many comments in so many places. So if you're commenting there, we'll connect back with you. All right, so let's get into it. 5 strategies of how to sell without being salesy. And I think this is gonna be a really hot one today. So if you find this helpful, feel free to click that share button, share it with your team, share it with others within your organization, your biz besties, whoever you think might need to hear this message right here this Monday morning. So the first strategy I want to share with you is leveraging voice and video. Leveraging voice and video in your messages. So what I mean by that is it is really impactful to hear people's voices. Like you all probably feel like you know me a whole lot better because you're seeing me, you're hearing me. And sometimes even with our best intentions, even with the most carefully best crafted messages in town, we can still come across, it's like up for interpretation sometimes when it's a text only message. So if you are able to send a quick voice message, send a quick video message to those people on the other end so they can hear it in your voice, they can hear your enthusiasm, they can hear your authenticity, they know that it's not just a copy paste message. Make sure in those messages you're using their name, hey Tina, so great to connect with you. I know it's been a little bit. I was just thinking of you because, right? So that's a great way to kind of bridge into a conversation, right? Hey, Jamie, good morning from Canada. Tokara in the house. I love it. Hey, I was just thinking of you. I knew you'd want to know first. Or you're one of my VAPs. And so I couldn't help but to message you and let you know about something we have going on, right? So using your voice or even including a quick video clip. I know that many are like, don't show my face. But if you are comfortable on video, send a video message. And in that message, say hello, reconnect with them, and then mention, hey, just thought of you. We got this going on. Maybe you have new products that are dropping, right? We got the new products dropping for spring, and I wanted you to be the first to know. If you want to take a peek, let me know. Or if you want the catalog, let me know. If you want me to send you a link to learn more, let me know. If you want the video to hear how it all works, let me know, right? So it's just a great way for people to hear in your own voice what you have to offer. So if you're not leveraging voice and video in your messages, that is a great way to stay true to your authentic, genuine self and sell, but do so in a way that doesn't feel super salesy or slimy or icky. All right. So, voice and video in those DMs is a great strategy. All right, number 2 is kind of what I just shared, which is open-ended, permission-based marketing. And if you've been around here for a little while, you've heard me say so many times how important it is to end your messages with a question. Because when you ask a question, it prompts a response. It also allows it to be a dialogue and a conversation, not a one-sided message where you're just blasting people with information. So let's use the example that you have new spring product that's dropping. So rather than saying, hey, I'm super excited, our new spring catalog is here, all the products drop tomorrow, my favorite items are this, this, and this, and you're gonna love it, here's the link to go shop, right? Instead, we're saying, I'd love to share more with you, can I send you the link? Or would you like to take a peek at the catalog? Or would you like first dibs to take a look at what's new and coming out that I think you're going to love? Or what do you think about that? Or can I get that ordered for you? Or can I send you a cart link so you can simply head right to the checkout, right? So you can still sell, but do it in a way that you're asking, would you like this? Can I share this with you? Can I send you more information? That's the permission-based part, and ending in a question. And then they're going to respond back. Yeah, I'd love to learn more. Okay, perfect. Here's the link. And it just feels like a much better back and forth conversation. So if you're not framing your messages that are open-ended, they're asking before assuming, then that might be a slight tweak that you can make in your business and see really, really big results when it comes to sales. All right, number 3 is to use templates as a starting point, but always tweak them. So if you're part of our Modern Direct Seller Academy, we share a lot of templates. We have our monthly social selling action plan. We have a toolkit called Perfectly Crafted PMs, DMs, and Texts. We have a lot of tools that provide you templates, right? If you're one of my clients that I'm working with on the corporate side, we're always putting together templates to give you a starting point. So my reminder to you is that's a starting point. That's a great place to begin. You always want to tweak it. You always need to put it in your own voice. You want to make it personal to the person you're connecting with. So use templates. Absolutely. That's going to save you time and slightly tweak those templates. Maybe you need to add some emojis. Maybe you need to remove some exclamation points. Maybe you need to put the person's name in there. Maybe you need to have some kind of back and forth conversation with them about where you last left off in that conversation in your DMs before jumping into, hey, we got new things coming. Do you want to take a peek? So use the templates and tweak the templates. That should be your mission, is to leverage those, use them, but don't be afraid to make changes to them. Okay, number 4, I'm actually giving a little bit of a preview of what's to come tomorrow on our podcast about leveraging ChatGPT and AI. So if you're not following the Modern Direct Seller podcast, go subscribe on any platform, or you can head over to moderndirectseller.com/podcast and you can listen directly from the website. But tomorrow I have an incredible guest. Many of you know Lisa Duck. She is part of our team here at Modern Direct Seller and supports a lot of our Oh My High users. But she's also an expert when it comes to systems. In particular, she's got some really great content on leveraging ChatGPT. And one of the things she shared on the podcast, a little sneak peek for all of you, and then you can listen to the full episode tomorrow, is she really recommends, as you're using AI, yes to AI, yes to ChatGPT, use it. It's going to cut so many corners for you. It's going to save so much time, but never use the first response, right? We want to refine that. We want to edit that. So yes to using tools to help you work smarter, not harder. And we have to tweak, refine, and edit. So whether you're using templates or you're using ChatGPT, make sure you're refining and editing before sending. And ChatGPT is a great tool to help you figure out what to say next in a conversation. So if you feel like you get stuck in the DMs and somebody, maybe is giving you kind of an objection to making a purchase or joining your team, or you're kind of navigating maybe a tough conversation with someone, you can totally put that into ChatGPT and ask for help. This is like your lifeline. Phone for help. I got this conversation going. I'm trying to decide the best thing to respond next in order to move them closer to a sale or to invite them to join me, whatever that might be. So use ChatGPT as a great tool for those messages that you're sending, or not so sure what to send next. Definitely use that as well. Okay, the last, number 5, is also leveraging tools like ScentShare to kind of store and keep those frequently sent messages. So let's take this example again, that we have new product dropping tomorrow and we want to tell everyone we know about new product, and you're going to send the same several versions of a message out. You can actually save those in ScentShare, use their new keyboard, and so right there, as you're crafting messages, you can simply check that message or a different message, whatever message that you have, and it's right there on your keyboard. So that allows you to work faster. It allows you to not have to copy and paste. It allows you to kind of craft that perfect message, maybe tweak it a little bit for each person you're sending it to, but really be able to send those messages out at scale. So when we think about social selling, sometimes we feel limited by like how many conversations can I actually have with people and get back to them in a timely manner, right? So if you're using a tool like ScentShare for those frequently sent messages, or for a limited time offer or a new product drop, store them right there so they're on your keyboard so you're able to send those at scale. So with that said, we got systems training dropping next week. I'm so excited for our systems reboot. One fun fact that I actually shared at Jay Bloom's leadership conference over the last weekend is the best way to follow up or the best way to connect with people. This question comes up all the time, right? Like, what format, what platform, what do you recommend? And I honestly recommend a combination of things depending upon who you're speaking to. But just some fun facts for you. 98% of text messages are opened and read. Okay, so we got text as an option. 88% of social media DMs are open and read. Now, I kind of think that stat is more based on people you're already connected with, not somebody that you're landing in that message request folder. I feel like that would be a little inflated. But 88% on social. 30 to 40% is probably your average open rate to a warm email list when sending out emails. And then lastly, 12% is by picking up the phone and calling someone. So I know the way we've communicated with people have really changed a lot over the last few years. And so text messaging is a great way to land directly into people's messages to make sure that they're actually seeing that message. DMs on social, a great place to play. Email marketing, great to add to the mix. Phone, 12% is not really what I'm feeling. I don't love being on the phone making phone calls, but you know your audience, you know your people. Certain people love to see you calling them, right? So when we're thinking about that compared to just making a post on social media, or maybe we have a 5% reach, we know that we have to leverage some of these other tools in order to sell. And we can do that in a way that does not feel salesy, icky, gross at all. So my challenge to you this week is to go get out there and get into your DMs. If it's been a while, go ahead and scroll through your DMs, scroll through your stories, drop quick voice messages, make a couple of cute videos that you're sending out to people so they can see your face, they can hear your voice, leverage permission-based marketing, definitely lean into templates, use AI, but always tweak it to make it your own, and then lean into those tools that are gonna help you out, like ScentShare. All right. So with that said, I hope you guys have a great week. I know for some of you, it is spring break happening. Actually, my kids are back to school this week. We had spring break last week. But I know for many, spring break started now and goes for the next week or two. So no matter where you're at, I hope you're doing something fun this week. If you have any questions on that, drop me a message below. And I hope to see so many of you in our systems reboot training that is starting 1 week from today on April 14th inside the Modern Direct Seller Academy. And if you're not in there and you want a little coupon code to sneak in and join us, shoot me a DM. I'm happy to share that with you. All right. I hope you guys have a great day today. Bye, everyone. See you back here next Monday. Have a good one.